for blessing. You only make them bleed, but you don't care. You don't care. Eyes are blinded day by day of the darkness that you breathe, but you don't care. You don't care. CS8 says, yo. The birthday boy, Rick Hoover, says, yo. Everyone wish the lovely Rick Hoover a merry, happy, beautiful birthday. One of the best people in this hobby, frankly, deserves nothing but beautiful birthday wishes. Everyone, give Rick Hoover your Hoover vacuum cleaner. Give him all of them. Just send them. Send them to scribble down a random address and then just write PA on it and send that bitch out. He will happily take all of your Hoovers, particularly if they're actually ones that were made in North Canton, Ohio. Babe, did you let Ruby back in? Babe? Alright, I'll be right back. Nope, wrong one. Oh, are you getting Ruby? Babe. Ruby. Right now, I'm going. Okay. The following stream is sponsored by the brand new iPhone 4S. iPhone 4S with no Steve. The S stands for Steve is dead. Rick Hoover. Thunder. Yes, Thunder. And a much not Thunder. This will be in a video soon, the DC-40. Actually, both these will be, because I forgot I haven't uploaded the Thunder video yet. Or I haven't set it live yet. If you're a member, you can see it, but I haven't set it live yet. So I put out the Hoover video instead. Dissoon, yes. Indeed. So that should be decent. Dissoon. Dissoon. I gotta get a hose for the Dissoon. Everyone's saying that the Celebrity 3 doesn't sound right, but it sounds like every other Hoover to me, but I also didn't run it for all that long. Dissoon, yeah. CS8. Me and my friend have been talking about cheeseburgers for no reason. I just ate a cheeseburger because I was at my friend and I wanted to get Buffalo Wild Wings, but I ended up getting off work really late, so that's why the stream is late. I was gonna try to do an early stream, but then I was waiting on him, and we ended up going to Buffalo Wild Wings because the only place that was really open with enough time to be comfortable. Because I don't understand people that go to a place like an hour before it closes, because to me that's like too close to close to actually go to a sit-down restaurant. I wish people can actually let Chance take a break from Vacuum Safe. Oh my god. It's so funny you mention that, because normally the it doesn't bother me, but like I'm finally starting to get to the point where it's like I'm starting to get a little bit burnt out, because it's like I keep doing the vacuum saves. It's what people only ever ask for, and it's what people love, so I want to do it. And I do enjoy doing the vacuum save videos. I enjoy getting the big collection and running through all of them. But like, even with like how well eBay's been going, and with how well I've been selling machines, and even with all that, like, it's just not feasible to do it as often as I've been doing it. It's just not. Like, it's like doing a vacuum saved every month, and even that, like, people like, I'll put out vacuum saves, and literally the next day people will be commenting on the video saying, when's the next one? And it's like, I get it. A lot of the people commenting are usually kids, which I don't know why, because you're not supposed to be that young with a YouTube account, but people do it anyways. Hi, Rubes. Hi, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Oh, hi, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Look, it's a Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Hello, Boobs. Hi, Boobs. Hello, Boobs. Who's a beautiful sausage? Who's a beautiful yet chunky and noisy sausage? I think that's you. I think that's you. She is dinky sausage. She needs a bath. Ooh, smelly sausage. She needs a baths. But yeah, because like I love doing the vacuum save videos, but truth be told, it's kind of getting burnt. It's kind of burning me out a little bit, and that's part of the reason why after this most recent vacuum saved, I pushed a lot for just going through a bunch of machines, getting them fixed, getting a bunch of them, get videos done on them, listing a bunch on eBay, like trying to build some forward momentum, because I haven't done a vacuum collection video in a while. I'm definitely overdue, and once I get the basement in a condition where I'm comfortable enough showing it, there will be a vacuum collection update. But it's overwhelming. There's too many. And I've been very thankful that I've been selling as many as I have, because I just have too many. And there's no way of getting around that. I obviously, Vacmaster the Great and Richard Billett, they can have an infinite number of machines because they have a huge giant room they can dedicate to just having rows and rows of vacuums. I don't have that luxury. And I acknowledge the fact that I have way more luxury than most other people do with their vacuum collections. I don't live in a small apartment. As much as I complain about the condition of my house, in terms of just the raw space per dollar, even with my rent going up, this month, or I guess next month. No, it would be this month. Yeah, because it's January. Then it's just, what was my point in mentioning that? Then it just gets to the point where it can be a little overwhelming. And now, granted, I acknowledge the fact that I am in that position where I can hold on to machines, which is why I always try to be like, hey, I'll get this machine if I've never featured it before, because maybe that's unrealistic, but I'd like to eventually show not every vacuum, because obviously that's not a thing, showing every vacuum that's ever been made, but all the ones that I want to check out and that vaguely interest me. You know, that's why I sometimes kick myself if I miss out on a machine that that I want to feature, even if I know that I'm not going to like it. I know it's not going to stay. Like, for example, the W2. I have no plans on keeping a W2 in the collection, but I'd like to try one and do a video or two on it. But and then there's some machines where I just don't want to mess with it at all, like the Z, to stay on the topic of Hoover since Rick Hoover's birthday. The Z, I don't want anything to do with. Unless, like, if the guy that I've been getting vacuums off of recently that's in town, if he got a Z in and he wanted to get rid of it, I'd take it. Just to do a video on it and sell it off to another collector. But I would never buy one on eBay or Marketplace or anything like that, unless it was literally in my town or within, you know, a reasonable drive and it's in good enough condition. Like, it would have to be like, the stars would have to align. But my point in mentioning that is that, you know, the vacuum saves at this exact moment in time. Because even if we talk about that person who has the shop locally, who I've been getting a lot of vacuums off recently, he's a great guy. I wish I could, like, advertise his shop and do some advertising for him. And I even asked him about it, but he's not planning on staying in Illinois forever, which really breaks my heart, because I thought I had made, like, a local vacuum collector friend for the first time, like, ever. And he's not going to be around for that much longer, which really breaks my heart. But anyways, the point of that is that, you know, even if I do go back there, there's only max 2 or 3 machines that I would even consider getting at this point from him. And that includes the Sanitaire Force, which is the Electrolux branded Whirlwind Lightspeed Sanitaire. Right, I said that backwards, but you know what I mean. And then Abyssal Healthy Home. But neither of those I need, because I already own a original Lightspeed, and I already had the Abyssal Heavy Duty, which is the exact same thing as the Healthy Home, but in a different color. So I don't need either of those 2 machines, even from a review perspective. And obviously the Healthy Home I wouldn't want to keep, more than likely, because it's ridiculously heavy and parts aren't available for it anymore. But, you know, the vacuum saves are just to the point where it's that, and combine the fact that because the Bissell Edition vacuum save from a number of years ago did so ridiculously well, so many of the older vacuum saves did marvelously well. Like, the YouTube algorithm picked them up and ran with them. So some of those have hundreds of thousands of views. Some of them have 500,000. One of them even has over 1 million views. But none of the new ones are... I mean, obviously I'm not going to expect a new video to get the same amount of views as one that's been around for 2 years. 2 or 3 years. 4 years, actually, I think. That Bissell one, I think, was 4 years ago. But they're not even, like, they're stagnating completely. Like, they're stagnating at 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views. Once in a while, one will get to, like, 10,000. And it's like, they're not even actually doing... They're virtually not doing any better than the regular uploads. So that gets kind of overwhelming, if I'm being honest. Like, it's very overwhelming, because then I'm worried that if the views drop off on the ones that are popular, then my revenue drops like a rock. And obviously, I've been very thankful up to this point that YouTube, alongside my day job, has been, you know, keeping me afloat. But obviously, that's not... Obviously, that there's no guarantee that can be maintained. So it worries me. It stresses me out a lot. It really does. So, I mean, hey, if anyone's wondering how they can help, share the vacuum saves. You know, if you know other people who liked the older videos, share them newer ones. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to. I mean, obviously you don't have to, but, you know, it makes it hard to to feel motivated to do more of those if I spend 2 hours making the video because I'm dragging however many vacuums up and down the stairs, usually hurting myself in the process. I mean, it's annoying that that's the reality, but it is. And because obviously that shouldn't be the case, but it is. And then the video gets 2,000 views, and it's like, well, fuck. It is what it is. But it's kind of weird but at the same time, I have to acknowledge that the sub base is growing, so my baseline for most videos is higher than it used to be. Like, it's not that common anymore that I do a video and it gets less than 1,000 views. Which, I mean, by YouTube standards, it's nothing. But, like, to me, it's still impressive. It's like 1,000 people watch this video. Or maybe 800 if a handful of people watched it twice. Even all these years later, that's still impressive to me. Which is why, that one vacuum saved, the Abyssal Edition yet again, why that still is insane to me. That got 1 million views. It's insane. And obviously, I've been chasing that high, so to speak, trying to figure out what I can do to emulate that for the newer ones. But I don't know. It makes me wonder for sure, like, what I can do differently. And I don't know what, sometimes I wonder what even, if there even is a formula to it, or if it was genuinely just a fluke. Because that sometimes happens. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I do wonder if part of it is maybe me seeming more tired in the videos and more exhausted. I wonder if that is hurting. If that's hurting the viewership. Because maybe people aren't as excited to watch it because I don't sound as excited as I used to, or I don't even know if excited is the right word, but it's just I used to have a more higher pitched voice. So that's kind of part of it, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? But either way, that is kind of, I do want to branch out a little bit more in 2025 because I'm known as the vacuum save guy at this point. I think that's pretty. I think most people would agree with that at this point. But, I want my reviews to be more like, because I see so many people say, oh my gosh, Vacuum Advisor made this great review. Vacuum Wars did this great video. Performance Reviews did this great review on this machine. I never get mentioned. I never get mentioned. And I want to change that. And genuinely, I've looked at my reviews. A lot of my newer reviews and my newer tutorials, like my Dyson Ball Animal 3 maintenance guide that I did, wall-to-wall positive coverage. That fell into place perfectly, where I did it all in one take, explained everything, didn't forget anything. The flow was really good. I'm genuinely very proud of that. I'm genuinely very proud of that video. Because I still get comments from people on older videos from like 2019 where people will complain, oh my gosh, this person talks way too much before they actually open the thing or before they actually, show it running. And for whatever reason, people still leave those comments because they don't look at the upload date and see, hey, this is an old video. Maybe I shouldn't comment a nasty comment on this because the person is probably well aware, which they are. But it reminds me. But I actually don't mind it because it reminds me of it. And it reminds me to not, it reminds me to pay attention to the things that I've improved on and, make note of how far I've come. And I really appreciate that. Because I think about that Dirt Devil Power Max, what Pet XL, whatever the fuck it was, where I rambled about something for 10 minutes before I opened it, and I got like 10 comments complaining about it, and now that sticks with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, every time I unbox a vacuum now, I say, welcome to this video, here we're gonna do this right now, and then I immediately open it, and then I talk about where I got it and all that shit for the people that do want to stay. So that's something I changed, and you know, that's something that I think has made a big difference. Also, the sentence filler, yeah, exactly. I don't say and as much as I used to, because I've trained myself to mostly ignore that, because in my opinion, a pause where I stop and think is a lot more preferable than hearing a filler word like and but and like, because that's just more natural to me, you know. It's easier to follow along, for me at least, and see the pause, but then it continues on, kind of like the way I'm talking right now. And ironically, it's helped me, like, just in general, because I do it in front of the camera, but I do it in real life as well. So it's kind of helped train my voice a little bit better. Because I don't like editing, if you guys haven't noticed. I don't like editing. Editing sucks. Ideally, I just record something on the phone. Not this one anymore, but I just record something on the phone and just upload it. Just share it to YouTube. That's the way I like doing it. You know, you don't go to Intelitech Studios for big fancy production value. Although I do want to upgrade my camera. Because the Note 20 is still doing a decent job, but I still feel like it struggles to focus. It still struggles in low light when I don't have all the lights on. I still feel like the colors could be a little bit more vibrant. That's the thing, is iPhones are usually really good for that sort of thing, but the problem is that iPhones are also more expensive than their Galaxy equivalents. So instead of getting an iPhone that I could afford, I could put that same amount of money into a newer Galaxy phone that would then have a better camera anyways, because it's a newer generation. So, or I've been debating, should I just give up on the phone and get an actual dedicated DSLR camera? Would that be worth doing? That would make uploading a bit more complicated, because I would have to plug the SD card into my computer and upload it on my desktop. But as long as I plan ahead, that shouldn't be a problem. Or I could also use it as an opportunity to upgrade my main phone anyways and have it all be one device. Because right now it's split. My main camera is a Galaxy Note 20, but my main phone, which I can't even find, oh, it's right here. But my main phone that has my SIM card in it is the Note 10. So if I want to film somewhere, I either end up using this or I carry both, which isn't ideal. For Vacuum Save 10th anniversary, you should use the camera that was featured in Vacuum Save episode 1. Funnily enough, I was just holding it. The camera that was used in the first Vacuum Saved was a Samsung Galaxy Note 5. So funnily enough, I happened to be holding that exact device, like coincidentally, because because my phone, back when I started the YouTube channel, started the vacuum portion in early 2018, was the Note 5. You need to find the same machines. Well, I've still got a PowerForce Helix, I've still got an Elite Rewind, and I do have a Kenmore canister, but it's a different version. Windows Defender did not find any threats since your last summary. Good, no viruses. So I mean, technically I could do that. They wouldn't be the exact same, but they'd be similar enough. It'd be basically the same. I mean, they're basically the same, just slightly different versions. I guess technically the Kenmore is a whisper tone instead of a progressive, or the other way around, whatever it is, but same basic thing. Hello, your computer has virus. Yes. But yeah, so the Note 5 was the first phone. Oh, this isn't the exact one I had back then, because that one I sold. That one I had a D-brand skin on, which of course they don't make D-brand skins for Note 5s anymore. Or even Note 9s or Note 10s, which is unfortunate. Rick Hoover whisper tone style. Yeah, so I mean I could do that. What? Let me look at what day. Let me look at what day that first vacuum save was. You go to the channel. Oh, not Google account. That's the wrong thing. View your channel. Man, if my browser wouldn't stop freezing. There we go. Playlists. I call them the Jelly Bean Whisper Tone. Yeah, they do kind of look like jelly beans. Let's see. Vacuum saved. If it'll load.
I remember seeing an ad.
Oh, shut up, Chance. Alright. Vacuum saved. Stop lagging. Jeez. Wait, episode 8. This is in the wrong order. Episode 1. Oh my god, I was about to... August 2nd, 2018. Okay. So, I gotta... So this August, I gotta... This August, that'll be... 7 years. Wow. Right? 2025, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Yeah, 7 years. Wow. That would be funny. Yeah, pretty kooky. Yeah. Also, subscribe to Intelitech Mobile, because I'm going to be doing some more phone videos on there. Jave Psych, you almost have 20k subs. I've said this before, but although I've not told Tay about this, or Tayab, is that how you pronounce that? I don't think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. T from Parwas 786. I have not told him this yet, but I've announced it here a couple times that I'm sort of in a competition to see who can reach 20,000 subs faster. I think it's going to be him. I think he's going to win. I don't think it's going to be even close, because he's been growing a lot more quickly and a lot more recently. Yeah, so he's at 17.9 thousand. And what is my channel at? I just had it open. So he's at 17.9 thousand. And my channel is, I think, 17.7. But let me look and see. 17.8. Okay. Yeah, so it's extremely close. But again, I think he's going to win because, I mean, his channel has been growing more quickly, which explains why. Because, I mean, his channel used to have like like back when I had, and these figures, don't quote this because these figures could be wrong, but back when I had like 13,000, he had like 2,000 or something like that. Like it was a relatively low number. He's been growing very, very quickly. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, he makes an amazing videos. I even have found myself binging his videos on occasion. I think like a couple weeks ago I binged like all of his Dyson videos just all at once. And yeah, so he's definitely going to beat me. But if y'all can get people to sub... But that's the problem though, is that like no one who subs to me is not going to want to sub to him because he's better. So but if you know people who like whatever I do, but for whatever reason don't like him, which I don't think that's a thing, but either way, get people to subscribe, because hey, even if they end up subscribing to both and it gets both of us closer, that's good. But yeah, I would like to win that competition that I just started for no reason, and that he doesn't even know about. I don't think I've ever even told him. But yeah, try to see if we can get us to 20k before Parwas, but realistically it's not going to happen, but still try, because it'd be fun. Because if it's close, that'd be at least kind of fun. if we both hit it like at roughly the same time. Again, I still expect him to hit it first. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if he hits it at least 2 or 3 months before I do, based on the trajectory. Because he's probably going to hit 20,000, if I had to guess, probably like June, and then I'm probably going to hit it like probably November, December. Like it's going to be like almost a year if I had to guesstimate. We can always clip this later and see how accurate that like just gut prediction is. But remember, I also predict Kamala Harris winning the election. So my predictions are not exactly, as of late, the most accurate. So take that with a grain of salt. But that's my gut instinct. So yeah. So I think he's going to win. And I don't think it's going to be all that close. But hey, if we can make it close, if you can find people who like this channel and want to subscribe to it, that'd be kind of cool. But I don't know anyone who who would like this channel that aren't already subscribed. But you never know. I mean, I probably said the same thing 10,000 subs ago. So who knows? But yeah. You almost have 20. Yeah, both Intelitech channels are awesome. Yeah, and there's more than that too. But I tried to record some music earlier today to try to post some covers on the music channel that I still haven't actually announced yet. But I don't know. I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it to sound right. I was trying to play a couple Thrice songs, a couple Shinedown. I just couldn't get my voice to sound right. And yeah, so. The music channel is still a work in progress. But Intelitech Mobile is out there, and then I still need to actually launch Intelitech Extra, and maybe even like an Intelitech Talks. There is Midwest Progressive, but obviously it's dormant at this point. I ended up not doing anything with that channel. And obviously, with the election going the way it did, I don't really know if I want to dive into that because I kind of want to just forget about it for a little bit. But at the same time, it's interesting. It's still very interesting. So, anyways, yeah. What are some other channels that you binge? Well, if we're not excluding it to vacuums, because obviously I watch a lot of channels. Cinnamon Toast Ken, I've been really obsessed with recently. Like, that's been the channel. It's not vacuum related, obviously, but like just in general, the channel that I've been binging the most recently has been Cinnamon Toast Ken, because him and Buff Pro do a lot of reactions to people's videos, like to Case Cooking and to Catch a Predator and all that stuff, and I've been watching a lot of that stuff. And so that's been the channel that I've been. It's not vacuum related, obviously, but it's like a stereotypical like YouTube channel. That's been the one that I've been binging the most recently. Is that it's not vacuum related, but it's been that. I've also been watching a lot, because my fiance watches a lot of Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds. Even though I'm not a car guy, I actually do like Auto Auction Rebuilds, and even though I don't know much about the vehicles, it's still very it's still interesting to me. And so I like it whenever he does the Copart walkarounds and all that stuff. So I've been watching a lot of that. And most of the time I watch it whenever Riley's watching it, and I'll just kind of sit down on the couch and watch it, because he'll be watching it on the TV, but I'll watch alongside it. So I don't watch a lot of it on my account, but I still watch that a lot. And what else have I been watching recently? I used to watch a lot of Review Tech USA, but obviously he's not around anymore. But recently, I mean, I guess I could just go in my history, because I think there's a history thing. Yeah, history. And I can just see what I've been watching. I watch a lot of political channels too, so I've been watching a lot of like Vosh and Breaking Points and Secular Talk. I'm fairly left-leaning, as you'd expect, so I've been watching a lot of that during the time that I want to engage in politics. But obviously, these days, or like in the last few weeks, it's like kind of teeter-tottering. And then I'm not embarrassed to say this, sometimes I watch some of my own videos too. Not always, but sometimes. If it's a vacuum that I want to see a video on and nobody else has really done too many videos on it, sometimes I'll watch one of my own videos. Which, that's kind of the goal, right? To make the type of video that I would want to watch. So if I can watch one of my own videos and not want to shut it off, then I'm very proud of that. Which doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. Sometimes I watch it all the way through, and sometimes I forget that I'm watching my own channel. And whenever that happens, I get really happy because I'm like, hey, this is actually good. This is decent, and I can be proud of this one. Because obviously I have good and bad days, just like everybody else. That's why there's some videos that I sometimes redo. Sometimes I'll redo a review or a retrospective or something like that if I feel like it wasn't great. Like, for example, the DC-17 one. I'm going to redo that at some point. Or not DC-17, DC-14. One of those two, I think. I can't remember which one. I'm going to redo one of those at some point. And there's also been some videos I forgot. Like, I was going to do a review on the Cyclone XT soon. And then I looked in my channel and I already did that. And I forgot ever doing that. Which is kind of another reason why I kind of realized, I was like, I need to temper this a little bit, because if I'm making them so often that I'm forgetting what videos I make, then clearly I'm not putting my heart and soul into it. And that's not good, because that shows. I mean, do you guys feel like that shows sometimes? Like, do you guys sometimes feel like you'll watch a video of mine and it feels like I'm on autopilot? Because like that's the vibe I kind of get sometimes. I worry that I worry that sometimes the videos come across as insincere when I don't mean them to be, obviously. Because I do feel like sometimes I stretch myself too thin. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that sort of thing? Like, what have you guys, like, genuine, criticism and all? Like, how have you guys felt about the videos as of late? Like, do you feel like they're getting better? Do you feel like they're getting worse? Do you feel like there's a mix and it depends on the video? I'd love to know, because I feel like there's not enough, like, just outright feedback. Like, hey, this was great or this wasn't great, because likes and dislikes don't really communicate that. And a lot of times comments on videos will either be critiquing something that I did bad, or they'll be talking about the machine and not ever mentioning the video, which is fine, of course, but sometimes it's difficult to actually gauge the response, especially with dislikes not really being, like, at the forefront anymore. Although I never really got very many dislikes anyways, which is a good sign, to be fair. But I do worry about that sometimes. Like, I'm very self-conscious about it, which I think is good. I mean, it's healthy to have some self-critique. But trying to balance it can be definitely interesting. But yeah. I watched a few 8-Bit Guy videos recently as well, although he's not around too much anymore. I also listen to a lot of music, as you'd expect. Mostly Thrice, as of late. Yeah, a lot of like, I binge Cinnamon Toast Ken. And yeah. Linus Tech Tips, of course. I don't know how I forgot Linus Tech Tips. I watch Linus Tech Tips a lot. Sometimes I like news bloopers. Oh yeah, V Westlife, yeah. How did I forget that? Yeah, Michael MJD, Technology Connections, V Westlife. I mentioned those guys 100 times before, but yeah, those types of channels I really like. It had been a little bit though since I watched those, but yeah, V Westlife is amazing. 91 Tech as well. If we're going back to the phone topic, another reason why I started doing the phone reviews again is because I fucking hate a lot of phone reviewers. Like legit, I hate them. Like I don't like talking bad about other creators, but there's a certain phone reviewer where all his videos only consist of, yeah, this phone's kind of old, so you shouldn't buy it. And then he records some footage of him playing some stupid touch game on it, and then he just twists it around in his hand a couple times, puts it on a windowsill, and then he's like, "Alrighty, guys, that concludes the review. Yeah, here's a list of phones I want to buy in the description, and buy my music." Like that. Yeah, it was like, oh my god, it's like I hate those reviews so much. Whereas, I never really liked HD's videos too. Like, I like them, but like you don't learn anything from those videos half the time. Flossie Carter is still the number one goat when it comes to like long form phone reviews, and then Josh from 91 Tech is the king of short term phone reviews, in my opinion. And Josh is also the best for legacy stuff too, because a lot of tech channels are only Erica Griffin as well. Erica Griffin. How did I forget Erica Griffin? Although I don't see her do too much these days, or maybe her feed just got like shut off for some reason. But yeah, Erica Griffin. And Ryan Thomas as well. Whenever he does phone stuff on occasion, he doesn't do it too often anymore. I used to love Android Authority's phone videos, but obviously they kind of stopped doing it. There's a lot of there's been kind of a vacate of phone reviews, which is kind of crazy. Which maybe that's why Intelitech Mobile is doing as good as it is, because there isn't a lot of good like phone reviews out there. I mean, I would argue mine aren't great, but my Note 7 review got 30,000 views, which makes sense because nobody has one of these damn things. So it makes sense because it's a pretty rare phone that you can't get anymore. So obviously plenty of people like to would like to see videos on it. So I'm gonna do another review on this because gotta milk the Note 7. I mean, you can't not milk the Note 7. Nobody else has Note 7s, so let alone 4 of them. Do I have 4 of them? Yeah, because I've got this one, the Verizon, the AT&T, and the T-Mobile. Yes, I have 4 of these. And then yeah, so go subscribe to Intelitech Mobile. I know I haven't done too many. I need to do a review on this monitor, and then I need to review the Note 7, then the Note 10, and then probably something else, and then I need to do a 360 video on that channel because I have a lot of people asking about that, because the Opus video is my most popular video on that channel. I think it's either that or the Note 7. I think they're close at this point. Remember 2Ply Boy? I do not. He's from Canada too. Yeah, Josh from Canada. Yeah. V Westlife. Yeah, I watch them a lot. I listen to much music. I literally play the same band, even though those songs are from 83 to 85. They only made 5 songs. Yeah. Dank Pods, Nuggets. Yeah, Dank Pods. Everyone loves Dank Pods. Everyone loves some Dank Pods. It's kind of funny because that just occurred to me that I could film my phone videos like that with just take a tripod and just mount it above the monitor and just have it stick out and point down like that, and then just that looks like 3D for a sec. Ooh, yeah. So that'd be pretty good. Do you watch performance reviews? Yeah, I do. I do watch performance reviews. I watched this video on the Hush Tone recently. But yeah. Hopefully I'll get to actually see performance review. Hopefully I'll get to see them pretty soon, because I'm going to be traveling probably around May. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna meet up. Ideally, if all works out perfectly, I'm gonna meet up with like 3 collector friends. Ideally, if I have time. But it's tough because obviously we're not going out there for me to meet friends and stuff. Like it's more so just to travel and to see, see different states and see different sightseeing and stuff. But hopefully I can try to get that because ideally I'm going to be in Washington and eventually back swinging through Colorado, so hopefully I'll be able to meet some collector friends and maybe even do some kind of video collab. That would be great because I've been lonely and depressed because I have no vacuum. I haven't met any of my vacuum collector friends in real life, and that makes me sad. Because I missed all the conferences and all that stuff, and it's yeah. So hopefully that will work, and hopefully I'll get to meet a couple friends. So, and if that does work out, then you might see me on 1 or 2 channels, if if it works out, obviously. Because I can't imagine if since they also have channels that there wouldn't be some kind of like little mini collab if there is time, even if it's something super quick and like 10 minutes or something like that. I can't imagine that something like that wouldn't happen if it does. So, but yeah, I wish if I wasn't so worried about the space and also just the something happening to it, I would totally bring a Phantom to Colorado just to troll Alex and just just come in and just plug in a Fury and just start vacuuming his shop with it. Just like, hey, what's up? I'm just cleaning here with my Superior machine. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Are you going to the VCCC in Chicago this June? Oh, I forgot there is one in Chicago. Holy fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm gonna try because it's right around my birthday, so I'm gonna try to make that work. I don't want to make any promises, obviously, but I'm more. How should I say this? I'm more confident in being able to go this time than I ever have before, but I also have never gone to one before, so take that with a grain of salt, obviously, because I do want to. It's just a matter of will my car actually make it, because nobody's going to want to go with me. Realistically, I'm going to have to go by myself, obviously, because I don't think anyone's going to go with me. But I mean, who knows? Maybe I'd be wrong, because I'm not really comfortable driving through Chicago because I'm really bad with traffic and everything, but I don't know. Maybe I could convince my friend to go with me and just be like, hey, just drop me off here and you need to go fuck around for a few hours or whatever, and I can just, chill with everybody. That'd be the goal anyways. Because if I'm only going to Chicago, I mean, that's only 3.5 hours. Maybe I could bring a machine, because it's still in the same state at least. I mean, I'm in downstate Illinois, so, I think it's 3 or 3.5 hours to Chicago from here. I forgot. I mean, with traffic, it's probably going to be like 3.5 hours, probably. Just to get there, and then obviously another back, probably. But that's the goal, at least. But yeah. But yeah, I have an MP3 Nugget. I call it the Nugget because I watch Dank Pods. Yeah. Have you watched SML? SML? Not SNL? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I just got my hush tone fixed, new brush rule, new belt. Grayson Saxon mowers? Oh yeah, I watch him too sometimes. Look for me there. This is my second year, Alex Flesh. Wait, so who else is going to that VCCC thing? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I want to know that, because then if I don't make it, I'm gonna be even more sad. I don't know. Either way, I can't let myself miss it this year. I really should just move hell and high water to get there, because there's no excuse for me not being there, frankly. Like, I mean, to be fair, I don't really have a right to bitch about not being able to be around anybody, or not being able to meet other vacuum collector friends if the opportunity is there and I just don't take it. I mean, just objectively, that's not how it should be. But either way. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. What do you guys think? Should I keep streaming or should I go to bed since I'm tired? Go for 10 more minutes. Okay, I'll do that. It's 12:07, so we'll go until 12:15. Whatever feels comfortable to you. We'll go till 12:15. We'll go for a few more minutes. Yeah. Oh, look. It's a bulbous. Look, it's a bulbous. It's a bulbous. Hi, bulbous. Hello, bulbous. Hello, bulbous. Hello, bulbous. You seem annoyed with me. You seem annoyed. Potato. Potato. Hi, potato. Hi, potato. Hello to my beautiful fluffy child. Oh my god. Ah! Spicy. Potato. Oh, when is his birthday? I forgot. Somewhere they told us his birthday, and I feel bad because I forgot his birthday. Not like it happened and I not like it happened and I forgot, but like I don't remember when it was. But I know it's coming up. I know it's coming up. Because he was like a month and change old when I got him, and that was like a year and a half ago, I think. Year and a half ago. So he's coming up on 2? I think. Is that how math works? 2? Something like that? I don't know. Him's a big boy. Him's not a big boy. Him's a little man is what he is. Him's a little man. Him's a grown man, I think. I don't know. Maybe he's a teenager. I don't know. I don't know the equivalent in human years. Riley is falling asleep in his chair and is currently snoring. A life spill on tin cans of string. Super Mario Logan. So, for those of you who are subscribed to the Intelitech mobile channel, what do you want to see on there? Because I don't know if I can stream on that channel yet. I might be able to. Cornerstone made is wondrous and beautiful thing. so you can help me to find my way back and to anchor my soul safe in the sound. Oh, you know me. Oh, and I know you. And I know that we can see this through. I was so focused on this stream that I forgot it was even an hour. Yeah, for sure. One more minute. Retrospective console reviews. I'll see you in the next stream. Again, happy birthday to Rick Hoover. Everyone give Rick Hoover your Hoover vacuum cleaners. And until then, this was Intelitech Studios signing out as my fiance aggressively snores in the background. I gotta go wake him up. Oh, there's a potato on him. Okay. Anyways, good night. Have a good one. Peace.